Welcome to Empower Mind with AI channel, where we delve into the power of the mind to transform lives. Today we're turning the spotlight on an invisible enemy that many of us grapple with daily: stress. It's a word that's often thrown around, but what does it really mean? How does it affect us? And more importantly, how can we overcome it? Stress, in its simplest form, is our body's response to pressures from a situation or life event. Picture this: you're running late for a crucial meeting, your heart pounds, palms sweat, and there's a knot in your stomach. That's stress in action. But it's not always the villain it's made out to be. Stress can motivate us, push our boundaries, and help us achieve our goals. In this video, we'll uncover the many faces of stress, its symptoms, and how it manifests in our lives. And we promise by the end, you'll be equipped with effective strategies to manage and even harness it. Understanding stress is the first step to managing it effectively. Stress, a term we hear often, but what exactly is it? Let's delve into the depths of this ubiquitous yet often misunderstood concept. Stress, in essence, is a physiological response. It's your body's way of reacting to any kind of demand or threat. When you sense danger, whether it's real or imagined, your body's defenses kick into high gear in a rapid automatic process known as the fight or flight response or the stress response. Imagine, for instance, you're walking in the park and suddenly a wild dog starts chasing you. Your heart starts pounding, your breath quickens, and every muscle in your body tenses up, preparing you to either fight the threat or flee to safety. This is your body's stress response in action, a primal reaction designed to protect you from harm. However, stress isn't just about survival. It can also arise from less life-threatening situations, such as work deadlines, traffic jams, or even social situations. In these instances, your body may still perceive these as threats and trigger the stress response. Now, stress isn't always bad. In small doses, it can help you perform under pressure, motivate you to do your best, even save your life in dire situations. This type of stress, known as acute stress, is short-term and usually resolves quickly. But when stress becomes chronic, persisting over an extended period, that's when the problem arises. This chronic stress can disrupt nearly every system in your body. It can suppress your immune system, upset your digestive and reproductive systems, increase the risk of heart attack and stroke, and speed up the aging process. It can even rewire the brain, leaving you more vulnerable to anxiety, depression, and other mental health problems. So, stress is a normal part of life, but when it becomes chronic, it can lead to various health issues. It's crucial to understand this difference, to maintain a healthy balance and ensure our stress doesn't get the better of us. Now that we know what stress is, how do we recognize it in our lives? Well, stress is categorized into three types: acute, episodic, and chronic, each with its unique characteristics and symptoms. Firstly, acute stress is the most common form we experience. It's that rush of adrenaline you feel when a car cuts you off on the highway, or when you have a tight deadline looming. It's immediate and intense, but it also dissipates quickly. However, when such situations become frequent, it may lead to episodic stress. Episodic stress is when acute stress happens frequently. For those of us who always seem to be in a rush, missing deadlines, or always in the middle of chaos, we might be experiencing episodic stress. It's like a roller coaster ride of ups and downs, and it can be quite exhausting. Lastly, chronic stress is the most harmful type. It's long-term, unrelenting stress that can feel almost ingrained in our daily lives. It's the stress of poverty, of a bad marriage, of an unsatisfying job. Chronic stress can lead to serious health issues such as heart disease, diabetes, and mental health disorders. Recognizing the symptoms of stress is crucial. They can be physical, like headaches, stomach problems, or increased heart rate. They can be emotional, such as feelings of overwhelm, irritability, or anxiety. And they can be behavioral, like changes in appetite, procrastination, or increased use of alcohol or drugs. Let's say you've been feeling constantly tired despite getting enough sleep, and you've noticed you're more prone to snapping at your loved ones. Or perhaps you're always rushing from task to task, feeling like there's never enough time. These are classic signs of stress. Recognizing stress is key to managing it. It allows us to take steps to reduce its impact. It's not about eliminating stress entirely. That's an impossible task. But by identifying it, we can start to take control, manage our reactions, and ultimately lead healthier, happier lives. We've identified stress, so what can we do about it? It's worth noting that stress isn't inherently bad. It's a natural response of our bodies to challenges or perceived threats, and in small doses it can even be beneficial. But when stress becomes chronic, it can affect our health and overall well-being. So how do we manage it effectively? There are a multitude of ways, and everyone may find different methods work best for them. However, let's talk about some common practices that have been proven to help manage stress. Firstly, mindfulness. This is a form of meditation where you focus your full attention on the present moment. You observe your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Instead of worrying about what's going to happen in the future or dwelling on the past, you simply exist in the now. Mindfulness can help you break free from the cycle of negative thoughts that often accompany stress. Exercise is another effective stress buster. Physical activity produces endorphins, chemicals in the brain that act as natural painkillers and mood elevators. Regular exercise can improve your mood, increase self-confidence, and help you relax. This can be anything from a brisk walk to a vigorous workout. Just find something you enjoy. Creating a supportive network is also crucial. We're social creatures, and having strong, positive relationships can provide a buffer against stress. This could be friends, family, or support groups. Just having someone to talk to can make a world of difference. Lastly, don't forget to take time for yourself. Whether it's reading a book, listening to your favorite music, or simply enjoying a cup of tea, spending time doing something you love can help recharge your batteries and keep stress at bay. Remember, stress management is a journey, not a destination. It takes time to find what works best for you and to implement these changes into your life. You may not feel the effects immediately, but with persistence, you can build resilience and learn to handle stress more effectively. Remember, it's not about eliminating stress completely, but learning how to manage it effectively. We've explored the concept of stress, how to identify it, and strategies to manage it. We've unpacked the intricacies of stress, diving into its classifications and the symptoms it manifests. It's critical to remember that stress, in its various forms, is a common experience for many of us, but remember, it doesn't define us or our potential. We've also delved into effective methods to overcome stress. From mindfulness practices to physical activity, these techniques are not one-size-fits-all solutions, but rather tools for you to personalize and adapt to your unique situation. It's about finding what works for you and integrating these methods into your everyday life. The journey to managing stress is a continuous one, filled with self-discovery and growth. It's a journey worth taking for your mental and physical well-being. Thank you for joining us on this journey to better stress management. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more empowering content.